Type 1 diabetic explanations for causes, symptoms, fixes and cures. Part 1. Type 1 diabetes is insulin deficiency and only makes up between 5% to 10% of all diabetics. Type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, or adult onset diabetes makes up 90% to 95% of all diabetics. Even though type 1 diabetes is more serious, type 1 diabetes is far rarer. Even though type 1 diabetes is often called juvenile diabetes, it is possible to get type 1 diabetes at any age, but it is more commonly acquired during childhood. Explanation of insulin. In your blood exists food, carbohydrates, or sugars, oxygen, poisons, and toxins. The blood is where cells dump their waste but is also where they get their food and oxygen from. To prevent your cells from eating the wrong thing and dying, your body has a system set up whereby your cells only must look for one digestive hormone, insulin. Thus, reducing the already many complicated things each of your cells must do, leaving the cell only to rely on insulin to find the cell's food, sugar. All insulin is doing, is communicating a hormonal message between a sugar molecule, carbohydrate, and a cell, thus permitting the cells to find the sugars in the blood and eat them. Sugars come in many different forms, many with different kinds of vitamins and nutrients and others with no vitamins and nutrients. So, insulin is there to eliminate the complicated confusion that the cells would otherwise have to deal with, in addition to performing their other important functions for your body. Also, not every cell gets every sugar molecule either. Insulin makes sure that sugars with certain vitamins and nutrients get to the correct cells. Not every cell gets every sugar vitamin and nutrient. Vitamins are quite often dedicated to certain cells. The insulin itself is not lowering your blood sugar, it is the cells eating the sugar that lowers your blood sugar levels, but your cells can't find the sugar without the help of insulin. Once the cell gets the hormonal message to eat the sugar attached to the outer surface of the cell then takes that sugar molecule to the cell's mitochondria and bonds it with oxygen with the help of another enzyme to produce energy and make the mitochondria chemically vibrate. The chemical vibration of the mitochondria is what keeps the cell alive. If that sugar molecule contained a vitamin or nutrient of some sort, then that vitamin or nutrient converts that energy into literal functional work inside that cell, through a complex set of chemical chain reactions triggered by that burst of energy. Sugars from fruits and vegetables always contain some sort of vitamin or nutrient. It is refined sugar that does not. Eating refined sugars is like running your car on gasoline with no transmission fluid, whereby your heater might work, but your car isn't going anywhere and not going to do much of anything important, making it a colossal waste of insulin, enzymes, and oxygen to get that energy produced. Explanation of glucagon. Not only is the production of insulin damaged or destroyed in type 1 diabetes, but also the hormone glucagon is damaged or destroyed as well. Glucagon is another important digestive hormone that is produced by your pancreas when the pancreas detects a low sugar event. This hormone sends a message to your liver to make more sugar from the fat stores in your body. If this hormone doesn't get produced, then your liver never gets the message and your blood sugars can drop to dangerously low levels. And if your sugar levels get too low, you are just as dead as if your oxygen levels dropped too low as well. Remember, without sugar you can't metabolize oxygen. And people that can't metabolize oxygen are called dead people. And for that reason, type 1 diabetics are sometimes also supplied with emergency injections of glucagon, if eating a sugar tablet, candy or fruit can't be consumed or acquired when experiencing a low blood sugar attack. This can happen when the brain gets deprived of sugar. It malfunctions first, leaving the victim unable to eat or drink anything. Causes of type 1 diabetes. The common popular myth is that eating too much sugar causes diabetes. This is a misguided belief. Your body needs sugars to metabolize oxygen. Matter of fact, the only reason you are breathing oxygen to stay alive right now is because of sugar. If you didn't need sugar for energy, you would not need to breathe oxygen to stay alive. Not being able to metabolize sugars is a symptom of this disease, not its root cause. Sugar no more causes diabetes than oxygen causes lung cancer. Immune response disorder is the primary cause of type 1 diabetes. Most type 1 diabetics come down with this disease about 2 weeks after recovering from a major illness, usually the measles, the flu, food poisoning, etc. Whereby, in defense of your body, your immune system accidentally makes an antibody to destroy the invading virus or bacteria with antigen-attacking antibodies that also attack and kill islet cells in your pancreas, just because they happen to have a common antigen code that matches the antibody produced by your immune system. Thus, type 1 diabetes can be caused by a defective immune system that kills the insulin-producing islet cells in your pancreas. But quite often also kills the islet cells that also produce the digestive hormone glucagon as well. Type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, at first can cause your pancreas to produce 32 times more insulin than in a non-diabetic as the insulin resistance gets worse. And if gone poorly managed for a long time can eventually take a toll on your pancreas's ability to produce insulin and force you to become both a type 1 and 2 diabetic. However, type 2 diabetes has a different cause. It is caused by a malfunctioning duodenum, and by fixing the duodenum you can cure type 2 diabetes, and 80% of the time type 1 diabetes it was caused by type 2. But if any of the other causes of type 1 mentioned here got involved, then type 1 may not go away, even if type 2 did go away. Pancreatitis can also cause type 1 diabetes by destroying your pancreas's islet cells that produce insulin and glucagon. Your pancreas also produces digestive enzymes that are normally in an inert non-reactive state while still in the pancreas, and normally don't get activated until after they pass through the pancreatic duct and then into your duodenum. But in pancreatitis, these digestive enzymes mysteriously become prematurely activated while still in your pancreas, which causes your pancreas to be digested by your digestive enzymes. These digestive enzymes get into your bloodstream as your damaged pancreas bleeds and starts to digest your body next. Doctors can detect pancreatitis by doing a blood test, and finding these digestive enzymes. If this can be caught fast enough you might be spared type 1 diabetes or even save your pancreas from total flat-out destruction. Pancreatitis has all the same symptoms as the flu. Pancreatic cancer can also cause type 1 diabetes. As you lose your pancreas to cancer you will become type 1 diabetic. But you will also begin to lose the ability to digest your food, then start to lose massive amounts of weight. Life expectancy is not very good either, as the medications that help you digest your food aren't perfect and have flaws with side effects. Plus, pancreatic cancer can also spread throughout your body as this disease progresses.